Hello, I'm Rupert Sheldrake. I'm asking for your help in a research project that I've been engaged in for many years on the sense of being stared at, by which I mean the feeling that you sometimes have that you're being watched from behind. You turn round and someone's watching you, or the other way around, you're watching somebody else from behind and then they turn round and look at you. This is very common. Surveys show that more than 90% of the population have had this kind of experience, including children. The reason I'm interested in it is because it has a lot of implications for the scientific understanding of the nature of the mind. If people really can tell when they're being looked at from behind, even if they're looked at through windows or at a distance, then it suggests our minds can influence events at a distance. They're not just confined to the inside of our heads, which is the official view. I think this sense of being stared at, or scopisthesia to give it its scientific name, is also common among animals. It's not a specifically human thing. I think animals can tell when they're being watched by people, or people by animals, and I think it may have evolved in the context of predator-prey relationships. A prey animal that could feel when it was being watched by a hidden predator would survive better than one that couldn't. There have now been many scientific tests of this phenomenon, and those show that there's something really going on. The simplest tests involve looking or not looking at somebody from behind with the subject blindfolded in a randomized sequence, and these tests have given massively significant positive results. You can read about this research in my book, The Sense of Being Stared At, or look at papers on this subject on my website, sheldrake.org, in the research section. What I'm interested in at present is the directional quality of this phenomenon. I've found myself that sometimes when I look at people and they turn round, they look straight at me. They don't just look in random directions or seem vaguely uneasy. It seems to have a directional component, and there's been almost no research done on that so far. So what I'm interested in hearing from you about if you have any stories that illustrate this directional phenomenon, where you're staring at somebody maybe from a distance or from an unusual angle, and they seem to know exactly which direction to look in, or if you've had that experience yourself and have turned and looked straight at the person or animal that was watching you. It would help a lot in working out the natural history of the phenomenon to hear such stories. And if you have one that you would like to share, you can leave it as a comment on YouTube or Facebook, or email me directly about it at my email address, sheldrake@sheldrake.org. This would be a big help. Thank you.